This water is like breaking my hair. Oh my gosh. Okay. Nothing I can do. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Wait, hold on. I brought this little um light just to turn on for the light to make it fancy. Okay, so let's see. Wait. Whoa. Let me put this down. Give me a second. Okay, that's why I'm like, why do I have this? Why do I have a light for if it's not even on? Okay. So if you see my hair, it's like damaged because of this water. I don't know what's going on with this country, but I'm ready to go back to America. But like I mentioned, so I'll read to you again what I wrote to what I messaged to Juan Orlando because I think him and his team they're deleting messages. So I wrote, I said, why do you continue to delete? If you guys don't know Juan Orlando, he's the president of Honduras. So he shut down everything, and it's about to go on like 2.5 weeks, and he's extending, closing like everything, all supermarkets, all stores, like everything, restaurants until April 12th. How do people? How are people gonna survive? Like, and yesterday he made a rule that only Hondurans residents can go to supermarket from 9 to 3 p.m. and you must bring your ID or your Honduran passport, and you could only shop for 25 minutes. So I'm like, okay. So I got mad because I'm like, yo, like what happened to all these Americans that's in Honduras, all the Europeans that's in Honduras? Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy out here. So I haven't ate. I'm starving. You know, I'm drinking my water, but I'm like, I might as well just fast if it's gonna be like this, right? So I wrote to him because I got mad. Hi, Roger. I said, why do you continue to delete my comment on your page? As an American that is stuck here, and I speak for all the Americans that are stuck here, what you are doing is inhumane and unethical because many people they don't have jobs and they sell kind of like street foods, and it was protest. I mentioned it, like I recorded a video. It was people like burning stuff, burning cars and tires and different things because they said, like the title said, we are starving, so people are like really hungry. My videos going in and out. Then I said, then you say you care about all tourists, all visitors. How can you care when you are even making your own people starve? Not even America is shutting down supermarkets. The volume two. Okay, can you guys see me now? I said, not even America is shutting down supermarkets like what you're doing. Then you expect help from America. Um, I say, okay, yeah, not even America is shutting down supermarkets like what you're doing. Then you expect help from America using our tax dollars because it's the truth. That's what he was doing. Like, America's give him millions of dollars and there's nothing to show for it. I say using our tax dollars to fuel your lifestyle. Next. I said, I see right through you. You need to do right by everyone, not just by yourself. Not just yourself. Stop deleting comments and hear what the people have to say. If you want to continue to have a nice image, give money to your people, like my President Trump. And compared to you, Trump is actually sane. And I can't believe I'm saying that. Don't you understand that Roatan and the other islands in Isla de la Bahia brings the majority of your tourist revenue for the country's economy? So how are you doing right by them? By making them starve? Some of them can't even survive being kicked out of their hotels because they don't have money. I said, but anyways. Literally, I wrote, I said, but anyways. I said, but anyways. Be for your people. Be for the people who bring money to your country, the tourists. Be for the people that actually give you your millions that you don't even give to your citizens, us Americans. And this is what I said. I said, I seriously pray for you because I think you're a lost soul that wants to be in power. And too much power will be the downfall of your empire. Be wise. So that's what I wrote to the president because somebody there from their team, or probably him, keeps on deleting my comments of about food. Like, feed your people. Like, open the supermarkets, open the stores. Like, compared to other countries, like they got nothing. Like, come on, my dude. I know it's like being safety message, but how can you stop closing stores? How can you stop closing supermarkets? It's inhumane. Like, it's crazy. I never heard of that before. Like, not even Trump's like, we're gonna shut down all the supermarkets. Like, he doesn't even say that shit. And it's kind of like, it makes me look at our own president like, wow, he's fucking amazing. Like, it just kind of it shocks me. It shocks me that I have to think that way. But it's the reality of it. I'm hungry. Like, but I'm like, you know what? When you're hungry, when you're going through a whole bunch of stuff, God shows you many things. So, that's why I'm here to let you guys know. Oh, don't worry, I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all because I'm here to bring a message. I'm here to bring a message. Um, God is already shaking up the world. So, the only person that I should be fearing is God. I should be not be fearing nobody else. Okay, so don't worry, I'm okay. I pray every single day. So, what I want to do, I want to bring a message from Archangel Raphael because I know a lot of people are a bit concerned about their jobs, a bit concerned about education, a bit concerned about when is this whole ordeal when it comes to the virus, when is it going to end, when is it going to subside, like when are we able to live normal lives again. Remember, when it comes to our lives, it's not going to be normal from this point on. Right now, we are going through a spiritual awakening. There's many people that are seeking God, and there are people that are saying, um, why y'all trying to seek God now? Y'all wasn't going to church. Y'all wasn't talking to him. X, Y, and Z. Be happy that people are seeking God now. Because it would be a problem if people wasn't seeking God. You know what I mean? People, they feel as though like they're at a point in their life that they don't even have anybody to depend on. They don't have anybody to lean on. They don't have no one to talk to. So the main person, the main entity that they're trying to seek is our Lord. You know what I mean? Because they feel as though our Lord is the one that's going to bring them answers, is the one that's going to give them comfort during this time. So don't be criticizing people if they're trying to, connect with the Lord. Say congratulations, praise them, guide them in the right direction if if they feel as though they don't know what to do, how to talk to God, right? Exactly. It's never too late to connect with the Most High. Absolutely. So, many people are going through a spiritual awakening, and there's different levels of spiritual awakening. Um, there's some that's a bit advanced, and there's some that's just starting, like I said, just reconnecting with the Lord. So, God is teaching us a lesson. As you can see, this, during this time, He's waking up our eyes. There are people that are in very toxic relationships that they have been avoiding for a long time, and God is showing these people who these people truly are. Okay. So God can kind of guide you in the next steps when it comes to your life. There are many people that are, let me shuffle the cards. This might move because you guys are mounting on a pillow because I don't have a table. I have a kitchen table, but I don't want to go to the living room. Let's see. So I'm just shuffling. But you know, there's many people that, hold on guys. Okay, let me shuffle this one too. And I want to shuffle this one more that has numbers on the card. And I'm going to use the mirror deck to give me a bit more clarity as well. But like I said, there's many people that's going through different levels of spiritual awakenings, and you know, God is, you know, showing us to be unified. He's showing us to, you know, forgive during this time. He's showing us that, you know, we can't just be in our own worlds. We have to, you know, be there for our loved ones. We have to be there for our brothers and sisters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask Archangel Raphael, which Archangel Raphael has been giving you guys messages in regards to the virus. When is it going to calm down? When are we going to see results in regards to just like it going away or just kind of like subsiding? Let's see. Sorry for the moving. So the first card popped up. Two cards popped up. Okay, so it has numbers here. So this is by the 9th month. The 9th month is September. Okay. The 9th month is September. Things will start slowing down. This is the number 3. From September 3rd around September 3rd to September 9th. Wait, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. From the 3rd to the 12th. Okay, my math is wrong. Sorry, guys. So there should be results of kind of like, you know, the virus kind of like going down from September 3rd, okay, to the 12th. It won't be 100% a cure because it's going to take a while for a cure to actually happen. There's going to be a mixture. I believe I mentioned this in my last video, but there's going to be a mixture of different medications that is going to be kind of like combined, tested, seeing if they work together to fight this off. Now, the another spiritual awakening that we're going to go through is our health. And this is one thing that the Lord has been trying to teach us for. I'm hungry. I'm sorry, we got me distracted. But this is another thing that God is trying to teach us, because many of us, some of us, not all of us, some of us have been a bit naive in regards to the foods that we have been consuming. And because we have been eating a lot of toxic foods, a lot of, you know, illnesses have been popping up, a lot of viruses has been popping up, and we are at a point in our lives that our body doesn't know how to fight off things anymore. So you're going to see certain supermarkets pop up more. You're gonna see like a Whole Foods or a I forgot what's the other supermarket that we have that's a bit more organic. You're going to see major supermarkets that's going to have more fresh organic foods, like let's say your local mom and pop supermarket, or maybe let's say if you're on the East Coast, Western Beef, Kroger's, Tops, what's the other supermarket, I'm not really sure. Maybe Walmart, they're gonna have more of an organic section, like the Walmart grocery aisles, grocery section. You guys are gonna be seeing a lot of more healthy foods. And I also do see there's going to be a lot of herbalists. There's going to be a lot of, you know, naturalists. There's going to be a lot of people that is going to want to seek nutrition, like such as going to school or following someone that knows about nutrition. Let's say someone that has a blog or a YouTube channel or Instagram or a website. You guys are going to be learning from them. Sprouts, yes, that's true. Sprouts. So you guys are going to be learning about different people that used to teach on this earth, but unfortunately it was, their time, due to their health, or um, let's say the government took them out. um, so let's say, for example, like from over here, Dr. CB is from Honduras, right? So learning from people like him. Is his name is another one called, I think, Mr. Africa, Dr. Africa, something like that. I forgot, but there's going to be a lot of information that is going to be spread in regards to health, in regards to herbs, in regards to um, okay, in regards to um, herbs, uh, fruits, vegetables, um, plants, flowers. No, that's usually I will know when someone's outside, when Muñeca, that's my dog, when Muñeca, she's like barking nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. Like when someone's outside, like she let us know. But when she's like, she was crying, which, which is basically lets me know that's a dog. Sometimes she barks at the little like cats that pass by, and like, can you guys hear her cry? Give me a second, guys. You guys want to see my messy room? You guys could chat in the box. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this because I don't want it to fall. Okay. See what's going on. Okay. Just like what I thought. It was a dog. Okay. So, okay. So I'm back. Just like what I thought, it was a doggy. When she starts crying like that, I know it's a dog. So, okay. So, just like what the angels are saying, that many people are going to be focusing a bit more on their health during these next couple of months. The thing is that God and the angels doesn't want you guys to have fear, and remember that any major illness, let's say such as like a viral infection, cannot be rushed, right? So it has to take time. Many people during this time needs to be a bit patient with God. So many people are very scared, of course, but you know, God needs time to work. God needs time to see that people are uniting and just being with family and focusing on forgiveness and just so many things. Hi, amiga. So it's definitely going to take till September, summertime. Okay. The ending of summer is toward the 3rd to the 12th. That is still summertime, but that is the ending of summer. So it's still summer. Um, During this time, there's many, nurses and doctors and scientists that are working together, that are communicating, that are trying to find answers. There are many of them that are very stressed out. So, of course, we have to have patience with them as well. Let's say, for example, if someone that has the virus are wanting answers, try not to fight with them, the angels are saying, because some of them don't know, and they're trying to get information from other people that are a bit higher up. Yes, schools are going to be online, and this is going to be the best option. There's going to be certain schools that's going to open up, that they're going to go back. I'm being told just like intuitively that there's a few that has started again, but there's certain parents that they're not sending their children to school because they're just still unsure. Now, let's talk about China. China saying that they haven't been like a corona case for like the past 3 to 4 days. But the thing is that they really think that, oh, because they have no more new cases, that, oh yeah, like whatever is done. No, we're still side-eyeing you. Because of you guys, the whole world is suffering. You know what I mean? So um it's unbelievable. And I'm being told those people that did create the virus, they're not gonna have an easy life. They're not gonna have an easy life at all. And I say this just spiritually, from the ancestors, from the angels, from the saints, that they're not gonna have an easy life. They're gonna run into a lot of problems. Now, many people are asking, the angels are talking about, in regards to the finances, the money that the trillions, I believe, the trillions of dollars that um, America has gotten, and how the people of America are going to get their either 1,200, 1,700, $500, I believe, per child. Um, what Archangel Uriel, he's coming through. He helps when it comes to the finances. He says just be very aware that this is going to affect everybody's income tax. Okay, so right now, yes, it definitely is a good thing that people are, have money. Remember that 1,700, depending on how many children that you have, but remember that 1,700, or even let's say $2,000, is not a lot for certain homes. Um, and it's not going to benefit everybody. It's going to benefit the majority of America. So, yeah, but this is what Archangel Uriel is saying, is that it's going to affect the majority of people's taxes for next year. Right now, see, the survival card came up. So right now we're at a point that we're just trying to survive. There's many people during this time that they feel very alone, they feel very confused. If we can see the sharks, it's kind of like everybody with the virus, kind of like me by myself, you know what I mean? But you see, God is trying to reach out to you, so reach back to him. Unconditional love. This represents Mother Mary, so Mother Mary is with you guys as well. So just make sure that you reach out to her as well. Let's see what else is going to happen. Suffering. So, because of the many losses, the world is suffering, not just one person, and this is how many people are going to relate to one another. This is how everyone is going to connect with one another, because it's like, I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry that this person is sick, and I'm sorry that your loved one is sick. And this is how people are going to be communicating. Many people have lost their jobs, many people have lost their homes, many people have lost their loved ones, many people are losing their sanity. Hold on, let me block this guy, because okay, so many people are losing their sanity. And because they are losing their sanity due to, let's say, the social medias or the news, they feel as though like it's kind of like, I might as well just give up. But you see how the bottom of the card, it says divine teacher. So right now, like I mentioned, the Lord God is trying to teach us a lesson, and He doesn't want us to feed into fear. Feed into fear. We should be hearing good news in the month of May in regards to the virus. Some of the people that currently have the virus, some of them will survive. And there's going to be many more symptoms in regards to the virus. So just kind of be alarmed within the next couple of weeks of what you guys hear in regards to the other symptoms of the virus, because it's not just um, the eyes, and it's not just diarrhea, it's not just chest pain, it's not just sore throats, it's many other things. Okay. Will we lose internet? I heard that we would, depending on your services. Depending on your services, depending on the company that you're with, you will lose service. Mm-hmm. Yeah, many people, no matter what, they might lose their homes, just like what the angel said. Some people already lost their homes because there's certain landlords that just don't care. And when I'm being told, one of the symptoms kind of like hives and sweats. Get into hives and sweats. Hi, Ladybug. Of course, I remember you. I hope you're doing well. I just want to go outside so bad. That's understandable, but your health is number one, and it's just a time of self-reflection. I give birth in a couple of weeks. I'm being told you should be fine. And you won't even be affected by this virus. Like, even go to the hospital to give birth? No. Okay. It's ibuprofen saying they're saying that it's not, my son is sick. Now, when it comes to ibuprofen, all depends on what you have. Because if it's the coronavirus, no, it's not good. But if you have the seasonal cold, flu, or allergies, it's fine. Hi, my boo. How are you holding up, Titi? I'm doing good, mommy. How you doing? Make sure that you give your baby Tylenol for children, or Robitussin for kids. And there's even Robitussin that is sugar free. If you want something that's a bit pharmaceutical, that's going to work a bit more faster. This one, I miss both my homies. Good night, Ariana. I hope you sleep well. But yes, so that is the message in regards to the virus. So it should start slowing down towards the ending of summer, entering fall, which is the month of September. The virus, the thing about the virus, because I'm being told it's kind of like a hill. Right now, it's like we're at its peak of the virus, and then it's just gonna go down, 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 down. And then it's gonna kind of stay for a while, and it's like around 4 months, and then boop, gone. Really, it's gonna go. Like it's gonna disappear. It is airborne. I mentioned this in I think my last live. Um, yeah, I believe I mentioned this in my last live, and then the CDC said that it lingers in the air for a couple of hours. So yes, it is. The thing about Archangel Raphael and all the archangels and the guardian angels, and let's say the saints and the masters, even the ancestors, if they're gonna bring a message, they're not gonna lie to you guys in regards to the message. Archangel Raphael has been debunking a lot of messages in regards to what the government has been saying, and you are all God's children, and You are all God's children, and He just wants to make sure that you guys are okay and that you guys are trying to keep calm and taking, um, of course, precautions in regards to um, the health. The virus will officially disappear, Archangel Raphael, within the next 28 months. When is 28 months from today? 28 months from today. Hey Siri, when is 28 months from today? Oh, it's Saturday, July 30th, 2022. 2022. There are people that are still in denial in regard to this virus. Can you see this kind of like viral chain? There's still people in denial. This dog. Let's see. And during this time, because of these people that are in denial, because this is over here, see, there's restriction when it comes to their third eye. There's restriction when it comes to their mind. They are blocked. They are ignorant. And this virus is a real thing. No travel should be happening during this time unless it's an emergency. So let's say, for example, if you are in quarantine, stuck in another country, and you need to get back to your country, then travel should be, permitted. But other than that, travel should not happen. For leisure, it should not happen. Yeah, they just don't want to accept it. That's very true. And a lot of people that are going to get sick, I'm being told, due to the viruses, those that have a history of smoking a lot and a history of drinking a lot. Um, a lot of people don't really realize when you smoke, doesn't matter what you smoke. You guys may attack me. This is what I'm being told. I'm just a messenger. But you may smoke, let's say, you may you may smoke, let's say, weed, for example. Not every weed is the same. If you're a weed smoker, you will know. I'm not a weed smoker, okay? I'm just being told not every weed is the same, which is why each weed has different names. Yes or no, right? So, because not each weed is the same. If you have noticed, sometimes, let's say for example, you go through an area and someone smoked weed, and it's like, that shit stink. That's the cheap one. That's the one that's not good for us, right? Now, if you use the one that is high quality, the one that you're gonna spend a bit more when it comes to that weed, okay, it's going to benefit you, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta know where it's coming from. You gotta know where it's coming from. You gotta know where it's being resourced from. You can't just smoke anything, the angels are saying. So ones. This is going for the people that like to do synthetic weeds and synthetic drugs. This is going for the ones that are, hi Carla. This is for the ones that are smoking a lot of cigarettes, that's smoking a lot of e-cigarettes, that's smoking a lot of, those things, those e-cigarettes. Yes, I believe it's that, but they have like flavors to them. They're going to be affected by the virus. They're going to be one of the main ones that's going to have affect. Even hookah, yes, just smoke in general, that is not good for the lungs. So because it causes damages, it's called scarring. It's kind of like if you get like your palms, what I'm being told, like your hands, and just imagine you getting cut multiple times in the lungs due to the fumes. And then just imagine you have a whole bunch of like gunk. It's like, let's say for example, you have um let's say boogers in your nose, right? And let's say your nose is clogged and you can't breathe. So you have to take the boogies out, right? You have to take the boogies out, right? I'm hearing do it, that's my husband. You have to take the boogies out. So the more that you consume certain foods is definitely well consume certain drugs is definitely going to affect you. People that are drinking a lot of alcohol, hard liquor, you know, they're not saying wine, okay? So let's say you want to have your red wine or your white wine, that's okay, but in moderation. Those that have certain respiratory infections, and it's always good to make sure that you're, consuming certain, like they said, healthy foods that's going to strengthen your respiratory. They say the immune is very important as well because you have to have your immune system high. So if you can, just make sure that you're taking certain, like they said, certain vitamins and herbs and fruits and vegetables to keep that way. The main focus I'm being told is the stomach. So these are the three things that you really have to focus on. You have to focus on your stomach. You have to focus on your stomach health. You have to focus on your respiratory system, and you have to focus on your immune system. That chicken keep being annoying. It's 1 o'clock. That's their time to sing. They sing every couple of hours, so I'm used to it. So they don't really bother me. They sing because when there's too much rackets going on, it's kind of like even letting us know that there's too much that's going on. So they will let us like they will sing, and sometimes this one of them that sings very beautiful, but they will let you know. You remember all animals, they are they're protecting us. So during this time, we have to be um taking care of our lungs. This is very important. Very important. Do you guys have any other questions in regards to the coronavirus? Or in regards to just like, certain things that's going on when it comes to, let's say, the income, the social security, and all that jazz, the income tax, the money that's coming in. You guys can ask me. When will people go back to work? So some people they will go back to work around the second week of April. This is going to be around Easter. There's going to be other people that's going to go back to work towards the end of April, and I'm being told the beginning of May. And some other major cases, it's not for all people, but for other major cases, is pushing to June. So it all depends on the company that you work for. In regards to the states that the Angels are very concerned about, they become more concerned about the South right now, and the East Coast and the West Coast. They're not really focusing too much on the Midwest, even though there are certain cases, but they're not really. It's not as bad as the East Coast, the West Coast, and the South. But they mainly focusing kind of more on like the Louisiana area. They're focusing on the Texas area, especially Texas. Texas is really bad. Um, the Florida area, it's going to get bad. Now they kind of making me go up. The whole East Coast is going to be horrendous because they even making me go like to like all the way New England, which is like a few states: New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Now they're making me go but Seattle's gonna get bad. Washington State, basically. Washington State, California, Nevada. In certain states that people don't think about, like Ohio, Hawaii, and Alaska. It's kind of like the majority of the United States. Yeah. Connecticut will be bad, but you won't get affected, boo. Don't worry. Just make sure that you be careful. Make sure that maybe your Titi Jessica or maybe your grandma could or even maybe your cousin can make sure that there's alcohol in the house. Make sure that the way that you guys take off gloves, I literally wish I had something to teach you guys how to take off gloves. As you guys know, I went to nursing school, so I already know how to do all that jazz. But okay, I wish I had something. So kind of imagine that I have gloves on already, right? So I have my gloves. You're not just going to take it off like this. That's no, okay? You're not going to take it off like this, right? You're not going to take it off and then you're gonna have one hand and then you're just going to go like that. No. Okay. So what you're going to do, let's say for example, which hand do I usually start with? Okay, so I usually start with the right hand. So what I do when I usually take off my glove when I was, working in the clinic, I will go like this, right? So I would take it off like this and I will pull it from here. It's kind of like yanking it. I will pull it from here. Now, pulling it from there is gonna be a bit tough, right? Depending on the size of gloves. Make sure you, some people they get wrong size gloves. So let's say for me, I'm a size large. For certain people, they're a size medium, and certain people they're a size small. So let's say, for example, some people they buy a box of gloves and it says S, and they are large. So it's gonna be a bit difficult. But if you do get your correct size, or if you just have like those generic gloves, um, if you have those generic gloves, those are the ones that are easily teared. Okay, so if you can, even though it's a bit tight, make sure that you put on two. Okay, those are the very very thin ones. Those are the ones that doesn't have good quality. Okay, but make sure that you put it from here, put it up. It's gonna come up by itself. Then with that hand, right, this hand that's open now, right, I still have this glove on. What you're going to do, okay, you're going to make sure that you don't touch that outside. Okay, you're going to make sure that either what you could do, you could go from this side and put it up like that, or put it up from the middle, but you have to be careful how you touch that hand. Okay, you're going to make sure that you put it in. Now your hands are inside the gloves. You're going to yank it out. Okay, then what you're going to do, let's say if it went from one place to another place, so depending on where you put it, make sure that you get a garbage bag. Make sure that you get like those heavy duty garbage bags. Okay, get a heavy duty garbage bag and throw it far away from your house. It should not be in your house. If you're going to come home, make sure that you have in your bag, your book bag or your purse, garbage bags. Those garbage bags that they do from the grocery stores. I know certain states they don't have them no more. But if let's say you could get like the clear shower caps, right, that they sell in like the 99-cent store, the beauty supply store, make sure that you get those and in the garbage bag, okay, and make sure that you put those to the side. When you get home, there's a lot of people like to take showers and be in top of cold water. Make sure they take a shower with hot water or warm to hot water. Remember the virus also, some people, what I'm being told from the angels, the CDC doesn't believe that the virus can be on toilet seats. It can definitely be on toilet seats. Make sure that you're cleaning toilet seats. So if you could go to a supermarket or let's say your local 99-cent store or your local major store like Target, Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, or any store that's available, make sure that you get the toilet bowl cleaners, okay? Even the generic ones, because sometimes even the generic ones, some people are usually getting like the name brands, but sometimes, let's say, the brand, like the company's brand, they have the same amount of alcohol to kill the infections. Pets can still get affected. This is one thing that is, people are a bit confused about and being told. And the main reason why, these pets, the main reason why these pets, they are going to get affected, or some have gotten affected, is because a lot of these animals, they have certain illnesses like us, such as like cancers, and sometimes they have, like, let's say dogs could get cancer, diabetes, the cold. You guys really realize it? Have you noticed that sometimes your dog is sneezing and it's like, why my dog is sneezing, why my cat sneezing like crazy, and then you go to the doctor and then the vet says that your dog has allergies. What in the world? What do you mean my dog has allergies? So these animals, if they could get the cold, like I said, if they could get allergies, if they could get diabetes, if they could get cancer, if they could get arthritis, they could get so many illnesses that we have. What makes you think that they can't get this virus as well? So we also have to make sure that we protect our dog. So let's say, for example, you went out, to the park and you walked your dog, to be washed, but clean his paws, clean his nose. He's over there kind of like, what I do when my puppy goes out, my puppy doesn't like it, but what I do, I always have Vicks, but I always have one separate Vicks, and what I do, I put just close to the nose, that's it. Here goes. But she's chilling. I always make sure that I wash little paws. I always make sure every other day. Luna's used to it. Luna loves baths now. I make sure that I heat up her water. I don't do that for Bella and Muñeca, for the doggies, but I make sure that I heat up water for my cat. But I heat up her water. I play some beautiful music for her. I need to do that to the dogs. But I just make sure that I'm praying and I'm asking Archangel Ariel to protect my animals. And I'm just talking to Luna and I'm telling Luna, like, I'm taking you a bath. You're gonna be okay, because cats don't like water. What about the seniors that's going to graduate? So there's going to be certain seniors that's not going to walk down certain during graduation. Well, there's also going to be certain kids that definitely are going to walk down during graduation, but it's going to be a bit more virtual. And it's also going to be postponed. So it just might be towards the end of the year, entering the new year for certain kids. It's going to be like a certain celebration, but it's not going to be in a large amount of scale. Yeah, you're worth the mina, puppy. So yes, love. Any other question before I go? Cause my boo, what time is it? He came in the room. He gave me enough time. When will they open travel? Okay. For the United States, they will open travel depending on the country. Archangel Raphael saying Archangel Gabriel is coming through because he is the angel of travel as well. Archangel Gabriel is saying that it's going to be by the 2nd to 3rd week of April. And it's going to be certain countries are being told in Africa this is going to be late June entering July. Late June entering July. There's going to be certain countries in the Middle East that won't open. There's going to be certain countries in Asia that won't open. Like, Trump is not going to care. How many more deaths in the United States? Because they're mainly focusing on the United States. It's going to surpass Italy, I'm being told. Hold on. I'm going to take out the cards that have the numbers. It's going to surpass Italy. 381,000 people. 381,000 people. Around 400,000 people is going to get affected in total. So from now to the end of the year. Look, COVID-19. Look at this. The angels, they're not going to lie to you guys. Look, the number 19 is in the bottom. Can you guys see? The number 19 is in the bottom. This is what they're talking about, the virus, right? And it says over here, survival. This is over here in the bottom of this card. 38, and this is the number 1 in the bottom. So that's what the angels are saying. It's going to surpass 80. It's going to be one of the worst cases of deaths. It's like mass death. It's going to be one of the worst cases of the year. Now, they don't want to scare you guys. Just like what they said, take extra precautions. Stay at home. Okay, stay at home. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Okay, if you have a certain loved one, self-quarantine until they can't take it no more, and they, let's say, for example, they can't breathe. You know what I mean? Especially if they already have respiratory issues, like stomach problems. Make sure that you get them to the hospital as soon as possible. But it's going to be a large amount, I'm being told. Yeah, just like what the angels just said, it's definitely going to go on until September 3rd, they said, right guys, till September 12th. Yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. The people that's in the military, they still have to do their job no matter what. It's kind of considered as like an essential worker. People that's working in airports, flight attendants, they're still gonna have to work. So just be careful. Anyone that's dealing with just any like flying jobs, just be careful, okay? And not all face masks are the same. So make sure that there's one that has a filter, or there's one that's like construction mask face. Okay, construction mask for the face. Don't get anything that's a bit too thin because it's not going to protect you. Anything positive. People are going to live. We're going to come out of this. We're going to be stronger than ever. Our faith is going to be very high. We're all going to be a bit more intuitive. We're all going to be a bit more awakened, you know. The number's too high. Yeah. Can you imagine? Italy was even expecting that mass amount of death that they have. I believe how many they have, angels? Like around like 50, 60, 70,000 people have passed away in Italy already. They wasn't expecting that at all. So yes, my loves, I'm gonna go. If there's any other messages that Archangel Raphael has to like tell you guys, I would definitely come back on. You guys know that I'm trying to keep you guys updated in regards to the virus. Stay strong, okay? You guys are going to be okay. I mentioned it in my first video on the virus, on why it didn't start. It was mainly meant for China. It was more of population control. But the fact that it went out of hand, they went across the world. Please listen to the laws. If the for even the East Coast, if they're saying stay home, stay home. The West Coast, stay home. There's just going to be basically people are saying martial law. Like I kind of say that, because if they're saying stay home and now you're going to go to jail, they're honestly being honest. Okay, they're not kidding around. So if they haven't started the martial law in your state, please make sure that you do so. Get your supplies. Okay, get your supplies. They're not playing, because once the country's on shutdown, it's on shutdown. Like, and the way that they're saying down is for real. It's on shutdown. Like, you can't go motherfucking outside unless it's an emergency shutdown. Okay, because we need to fight this. This is getting a bit out of control now because of China's not handling this well. Not even America not handling things well by closing the borders. But make sure that you get your supplies. Make sure that you get ready, because there's definitely going to be a shutdown. Okay, my loves, I'm going to go. Bye bye.